Melanie Traylor, and today I wanted to talk to you about my next fabric collection, and it's called Garden Therapy. Here is Garden Therapy. This one will come out in December. It's a 20-piece collection in all shades of green and peach, a tiny smidgen of tan, and a couple of low volumes too. So I'm going to show you each of these prints, a better look at them all. But first I just wanted to kind of talk to you about the collection. I've been working on this one probably since May, and this year I really went really strong at my garden. I've always had a flower garden, but this time I just went to the next level, and it's been the first year that I have started with just a whole bunch of seeds and put them in little containers and let them go from succession size pots and then put them on the ground. So it's the first year that I really did that. I've thrown seeds out here and there, but it's the first time that they went into pots and then went to the next pot and the next pot. So that's kind of what my summer was like. And then every evening it was kind of like a therapy to be out there plucking weeds, or swapping the pots or putting them in the ground, or trimming things up, things like that. So that's what the collection is based on. It's also a little bit of day and night versus daytime, or sun plants and moon plants and things like that. So I played a little bit with that kind of theme, and anyway, I'm really excited, and I'm really excited to take on greens, because I have been pretty stuck in peaches and browns and very deserty tones, and I'm still in love with those colors. Definitely not going anywhere, but I wanted to really bring in some greens this time, and I'm really excited to play with them in quilts. So I'm going to show you all the prints. All right, I'm going to start with probably the biggest print in the collection. It is Sun Lovers, and this is the moss colorway, and this is the pistachio colorway. So again, this is pistachio, and this one is moss. And here's my hand so that you can see the size of the bouquet. It's pretty big. I would say, somewhere around 5-6 inches, or it would fit nicely on a 5 or 6 inch, square. But it's in two colorways, and I've got just a lot of detail in it. I don't do a lot of bouquets, so this is kind of my first bouquet, I guess you could say. Normally I've done really tiny ones, but this is the biggest one. So I really like this print. The next print, and this is the one that I think might be my favorite. There's a couple of favorites, but this one is a pretty big favorite. This is Lightseeker in Peach Cream. There is only one of these in the collection, and it's the moths. They've got some funky colors going on, but they are moths, and this is a very pale peach, and I think there's like 4 or 5 different moths, and it's kind of subtle, but not really. It'd be a great print for fussy cutting for sure. This is another one that kind of plays with the moths and cosmos and dahlias. This is called Flower Dance in Glowworm, I think. And I had the most fun with this print, designing it, and it really looked very different when it started. So here it is up close, and then you've got those same Luna moths and some cosmos, some not dahlias but zinnias. Yeah, so I really liked this one, and the color is a very soft green. And this one would be, I think this one would look great as like hexy flowers, but lots of fussy cutting opportunities on this one too. One more moth print. This one is called Moon Lovers, and it's more of the Luna moths, colored a little bit differently, and these are moon flowers. So one of the flowers that I planted this year was like, I'm telling you, I have like 30 moon flowers, and several of them have just become huge vines that are taking over, but prettily so. I'm keeping them cut back so they don't, get invasive, but Those are moonflowers, and I got to talking about them with a friend, and apparently Luna moths are attracted to moonflowers, and the moonflowers put out a really nice scent at nighttime, and they open up at night, so that's why this one's called Moon Lovers. Okay, this next one is called pressed cone flowers, because one of the things that I got into this year was pressing flowers. And I've got this one in 2 colorways. It is a favorite, and it's the print that I designed first for this collection. So we have it in the Sandy colorway and Pink Dreams. So here it is up close, and yeah, that's the pressed flowers, and here's the Pink Dreams. And the Pink Dreams is not a bright pink, it's just a really, it's not super soft either, but it's just kind of mellow. So this, I don't use a lot of pink unless it's blush, so this is definitely not blush, but yeah, I'm having a hard time describing it. Maybe a brighter blush, but anyway, I like both colors. And let me show you the cone flower. So here is the cone flower that print came from, that I had pressed. All right, there's 2 of these. All right, this one is called Soul Pleasers, and it is just a ton of zinnias in 2 different colorways. This one is the Sweet Corn, and this one is, I think it's called Pearl. I'm hoping I don't mess up any of these colors, any of these color names. All right, and here it is up close. So this is the one that is called Pearl, and it is a lot more subtle than the other one. The other one is pretty bright and very very detailed. It's the same print, but because I peeled up every of these colors, it kind of took away some of the detail, but it's gonna look really great in quilts. So I've left it just the way I did it. I was worried about this one, but now I'm just in love with it. But this one really pulls those greens, and it's very, very detailed. And I planted tons of zinnias this year, so they were a favorite of mine. Okay, the next print, this is actually from a plant that I had for a while. Anyway, it's called Budlia, which you might know more easily as butterfly bush. But I've got it in 2 colorways. I think maybe it's the scientific name is Budlia, but I've always known it as a butterfly bush, and that is again me pressing flowers to get these. So this is the Rosebud colorway, and this is the, I want to say, Cloud colorway. I really, really, really like this shade of orange. It's kind of a, it's definitely a corally salmon color. I'm trying to think of the plant that one was from, but I'm blanking now. But anyway, so that is Budlia. I think this might have been like the first thing I drew for this collection. Not came up with the fabric, but drew. This is Filaments in Silver Green. Here is up close. This is a really small print. I think it might be like 2-inch. The green is really, really nice. It's silver, it's called silver green, but it's like a, I want to say like a mint that has been muddied up. I really, really like this color. There's only one of these. I don't know if I've said that yet. All right, these next 2, this is called Healing Nature, and it's just kind of, mostly just kind of leaves. It's very similar to a print from my Wholehearted fabric collection, but the different too. So this is it in peach, and we've got some other pops of color in this one, and here it is in camo. Here is close up, and just a bunch of different kind of leaves. They're all very, very detailed. I really, really like the peach even better, but this shade of green, it's kind of like another muddy green, but this time a dark muddy. These are blenders, so they should, you know, kind of tie everything or bring some calm to whatever quilt you're making. Yeah, all right, so Healing Nature. All right, so these next 2 prints are called Drift Away, and it is Rose Leaves. This is the Fawn colorway, and this is the Mystic colorway. And close-ups, this is a really, really dark teal. There's those leaves up close, and here's the fawn, and this is the golden tan fabric that I told you about. I really like this color. It's the only color like this in the whole collection, but it's in several of the prints, just not the background, but I really like this print. Just another blender to tie everything together. Another blender, and this one is called Night Dreams, and this is the Sage colorway, and I'm blanking on the name of this color. All right, up close, up close, and it's a 6-pointed star, and you know, it was inspired from, you know, the 6-pointed star quilt block. So another blender, and I would say it would fit nicely. I don't know why I keep losing my focus. It would fit nicely, you know, in a 2-inch or 2.5, definitely, or anything bigger, but it could go as probably as small as 2-inch. One more low volume. This one, really simple blender, called Scattered Dots in Honey Milk. I'm pretty sure Honey Milk was one of the colors in Lighthearted fabric collection. Here it is up close, and kind of ties in the peach and green together in one fabric again. One more fabric, and it is Place of Peace in Twilight Forest, I want to say. So again, this is a really dark teal. I keep losing my focus. But just a dot. It's actually a little bit more than a dot, but it's so tiny it's hard to see. Just to tie all the colors together, just to you know, bring another a calm spot to the collection. All right, so that is all the fabrics in the collection. So 20 pieces. We are pre-selling them. They won't arrive until December, probably between the 1st and the 15th. So December, everything is the same as it normally is with my collections. You can pre-order in a fat quarter or a half-yard bundle. They're already listed over at Meander and Make, but this time I've added, and this was thanks to all the people who tell me that they can't get the backing. There's never enough yardage for the backing, so this time I have made it where you can pre-order individual yardage. And I'm going to hopefully show you that on my computer screen right now. Okay, you can go to either the search right here, and then just type in garden therapy, and it'll pull it up that way, like right here. Or if you you can go down here to collections, and then just find garden therapy in the list and pull up just garden therapy. All right, so this collection right here is the bundles. So if you click on that, you can choose between the fat quarter bundle or the half yard bundle. And like I mentioned, that's a pre-order. They won't be here until December. So if you order something else with them, your entire order will be on hold. So if you don't want that to happen, just order them separately. The other listing for garden therapy is the individual yardage. So these are all the prints in garden therapy, and right down here is the names of the prints. So if you click on one, it'll show you that print in a fat quarter. So if you wanted to order 1 yard of Budlia, you can, and then you would just click pre-order. If you wanted 2 yards, you know, you would change the quantity. And if you click on a different print, it shows you the print that is for. So you can click on any of these and order anything from 1 yard up. So that's how you do that. And then just again, remember that this is a pre-order that doesn't arrive until December. So don't order anything else with it. Obviously, if you order a fat quarter bundle and you order one of these, they'll ship at the same time. So you can order those together. So anyway, that is how you order. So that's how you order. And again, they won't be here until December. I am putting this video in a blog post or a newsletter somewhere below it. If you're on YouTube watching this, there'll be a link to this. But you should see some mock-ups with this fabric collection in some of my popular quilt patterns. So you can see what the fabrics look like in those designs, which is always really fun to see. So that's all I've got. Again, December, don't order anything with it. I say this because people get really, really mad when something is held up, and so I try to stress it in the listing, but it still gets overlooked all the time, so forgive me for over repeating it. They're only available at meanderingmake.com right now. Hope you enjoyed seeing the collection, and I hope you want some garden therapy. Thank you so much for watching.